I love coming to the NQC, and I watch folks. And over the last dozen years, I saw a lady one time, I called her the stalker. She was just moving after this man, and he was trying to get away, but you could tell he'd had both knees replaced, and he just... And she's just coming after him. She's about 85, just... You know, she's that kind of lady on the bus that said, I was wanting to sit next to Leonard and meet Leonard, but Marguerite has sat with him the entire trip on the bus. You know, she ain't going to get up to even go use the bathroom. We all know she wears Depends. She ain't moving for nothing. You'd be surprised what I've heard. This same little one, oh, she's hunting him. Finally, he gives up. He just sits down. Hey, Pope, he just sits down. And his leg, and she said, you look like my fourth husband. I do. How many times you been married? 3. I love that story about the husband and wife. They're going to the doctor. You know how it is going to the doctor. And you can go there quite often. You got several appointments all the time, and you're up there. And so they call him, and he goes back. Oh, Sonny, he goes on back there, and the doctor deals with him and everything. Comes back out. She said, okay, what did he say? Well, I don't know. You go back there. Let him tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Sit down. So he sat there, read a magazine, you know, 1995 Popular Mechanics. Germs all over them pages, but that's how you build up immunities. Go to the doctor's office, get their magazines, go through their magazines, and you won't have to have a flu shot, okay? So he's sitting there, and she goes back there and says, okay, doctor, what is it? Tell me, I'm his wife. Well, and the doctor said, well, he needs a foot rub, he needs shoulder rub, he needs you to give him a little kissy. He needs you to give him a little loving. You need to let him watch television. Let him prop his feet up in a recliner. You need to let him have a channel changer. Let him play golf when he wants to play golf. Let him just go to sleep in his recliner if he wants to. If you want him to live, you know, a long and happy life. Because he needs no more stress. He needs your love. She said, well, all right. So she leaves. Goes out the lobby. Come on, Sonny, let's go. And they're going, and they get in the car, and he said, well, what did he say? You're going to die, honey. You're going to die. Doesn't that touch your heart, man? Aren't you excited? Of course, I pick on you ladies. You know I love you, and y'all have heard me do this before, but we have some new folks here. I was at Silver Dollar City, and I was picking on the ladies pretty hard. If you were a Mary or a Martha, you know, some of y'all are Mary, little Mary. I love the Lord, I love the Lord. You just love everything. You come to the Quartet convention, and you just love it. I love everybody. I got CDs from everybody, and, you know, your house is a mess, and you know it. You barely got here. You didn't know what a map was, but you're here. She's the one on the bus that never hushes. Hey, I'm going to sing some more. Hush, you know. But she's great, you know. She loves the Lord. She's a great greeter at church. People come up and she goes, welcome, we have a great church. We love you, we love you. And new family, where do we go to Sunday school? I don't know, I don't go. But then you go all the way, you got Martha on the other end. Don't you love Martha? Martha's time, well, you know, we wouldn't be here if I didn't organize the bus. You know, she's the one that sits right behind the bus driver and says, turn here. Turn. Ma'am, they've roadblocked that off. Go through it. I want to see Bill Gaither. You know, but don't you love Martha? But you got to have Martha. Matter of fact, the Bible says Jesus loved Martha. Okay, you're pointing Martha out. Martha, we love you, Martha. Little Mary right next to you. She's right here. I know her. She's my sister. Poor old Lazarus, brother Lazarus. You know, you never have one word in the Bible from Lazarus. Not one word, ever. Couldn't get one word in edgewise. His whole life, he just wanted peace. I just want peace. Finally, he got sick, and they called for Jesus. Remember the sisters, both of them, Mary and Martha. We need you, Jesus. We need you, Jesus. Jesus, get over here. Jesus didn't get there for 4 days. Remember that? 4 days. When he got there, remember what Mary said? Well, your friend is dead. Dead as a doornail. You were doing your little ministry thing, and he's dead as a doornail. I hope you had some good meetings. I ain't making this up, sir. This is in the Bible. This is in the Bible. I see a touch of Lazarus in you right there, buddy. Little Martha right there nearby. You got to look like two Marthas. And so Jesus gets there. Remember what he does? Raises him from the dead. Remember that? Now, is that awesome? Oh, before that, but he wept. And why did he weep? Because that was his buddy. I'm going to tell you, men, if you lose a buddy, if you lose a friend, I mean, when your friend is Jesus, I mean, who knows? Maybe Lazarus didn't talk a bunch, but he might have penned the words, what a friend we have in Jesus. That was his buddy. And when you lose a buddy, you're going to get teared up. I mean, a buddy that can keep his mouth shut. Because Lazarus knew if he opened it up, it would be repeated twofold. Mary, Martha. So Jesus raised him from the dead. Wasn't that wonderful? And remember what Martha said? Well, that's wonderful, but he's not coming to my house smelling like that. He stinketh, you know. Poor old Lazarus. And then he was so popular, everybody wanted to kill Jesus, and they wanted to kill him, you know. Bless his heart. He said, I've been alive, I've been dead, I'm alive, and now they want to kill me again. I just want peace, you know. But I love my couple. I forget how I got on that, but anyhow, I just sort of went off on that tangent. But, oh yeah, I know where I was going now. I'm ADD, ma'am. I didn't take my Ritalin today. And Mark Lowry didn't either. I just thought I'd tell you that. But anyhow, so I pick on the ladies over there at the Mel Tillis Theater, and but I love them, and I love y'all. I love y'all. Don't get irritated with me. I love you. But after I picked on them pretty good, afterwards a man came up on stage, and you could tell he'd had a hip or something done. He said, Brother Dennis. I said, yes, sir. He said, I'll tell you why a man dies before a woman. I said, now why is that? We want to. I ain't going there today, buddy. I ain't going there.